back to the channel. Today, Alex is going to be talking to us about his daily driver and some of the stuff to come on the channel about what we're going to be doing to it.
So, I drive a blue 2012 Volvo XC60. It's got, I think, 169,000 miles on it, and nothing has been done to that car except for just beating the life out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the plan is that we're going to change the coils or the ignition coils in the spark plugs. Now, if you have never worked on the car or don't even know anything about a car, you're probably saying, oh, that's probably really hard, and it's not at all. So when we're going to be doing it, we're going to show you guys in the video that all it is you're just removing the engine cover, you undo 3 bolts, and then the entire both coil and spark plug comes out, and you just replace it, boom, bam, and then you're done. It's much easier than people would think, and it's going to hopefully allow us to burn less, be able to burn more and less gas, giving us more fuel efficiency, and just also preserve the life of the car for a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. And so one way to know that you need to replace your spark plugs in the first place, if your car is kind of bogging, going slower than normal, or it feels like you're feeling some kind of lumping or a bumping noise, something like that. That can sometimes mean that one of your spark plugs is burned out and one of your cylinders isn't getting that spark, it's not firing. So usually one of the first places to look when your car is not feeling how it should or feels slower than normal is to get in there and put some fresh spark plugs in and just test it after that. And usually that'll solve the problem unless it's a bigger problem. But like Alex said, it's not actually too complicated depending on the car to get in there, especially for a car like the Volvo where it's meant to be easy access, easy change.
And then the other thing is talking about what they do. It's why would you change those things? Also, you should probably change it. There's recommendations for your car for how many every miles that you should do. Some are 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, and etc. There's different things for diesel and just stuff like that, because diesel doesn't, of course, use spark plugs, which some people don't know. But
yeah, that's always people always learning.
Always learning.
Yeah, so pretty much like I was just saying that when you are supposed to be hitting those milestones of changing your spark plugs, it's definitely important that you actually do, because you want to keep your engine healthy and all the cylinders firing well. If, like Alex said, unless you're in a diesel, but it is important to do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. If you want to go 160 whatever miles, like Alex did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that thing's still running, and it'll probably run for a little while, as long as he keeps taking care of it and doing what he's supposed to do when it's time to do that maintenance. And that's one of the most important parts and the beautiful part about taking care of your car is the direct correlation to the better care you take of your car, the longer it's gonna run.
Mm-hmm. If you don't beat on it, if you don't stomp on the gas every single day, if you don't force your engine to do the most amount of work that it's supposed to do, then you're gonna get more life out of it. That's pretty. Depending
on the car.
Some
cars foot to the floor every single time you go, because life's too short to be a half pedal. So
that's true.
The Volvo, foot to the floor. You got to squeeze every bit of raw power that's in that car and just put it to the ground.
True.
I heard you say you spin the tires in that thing a lot, right?
I try. It definitely turn the wheel too much, press on the gas, it'll definitely try and kill you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
for sure.
That thing's it's quick. But it's reliable. So
it's very reliable.
Very reliable.
All-wheel drive, perfect for all weather conditions.
Perfect. Yeah, snow, rain, summer.
Yep. His WRX doesn't stand a chance.
No, it doesn't really. I usually am back in the traffic, I'm bogging along, not really keeping up that much.
You have to worry about is head gaskets.
Oh yeah, head gaskets, oil leaks.
Yep.
The car starts bleeding at random times, so
terrible.
I don't even look for it anymore. Just smell the oil. Don't even think twice about it. Just kind of like a natural WRX oil freshener on the inside. Just air freshening the inside of the car. Just that nice burning oil smell.
It's just part of having a Subaru, I guess.
It really is. Great part of having a Subaru.
That's why we recommend you to get a 2012 Volvo XC60 in a blue.
In the blue specifically.
Specifically.
Just a really fine specimen of a car,
It is. And then it's a classy luxury interior only for the sexiest of people. And it's just
very luxurious.
Very luxurious.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Leather, plastic. What more can you need?
Leather and plastic, man. That's all you need. Two of the main parts.
That's true.
Yeah,
every car.
Very true.
Oh, and metal.
And some metal. It's all you kind of really need, to have a car.
That's true. That's very well said.
And so from there, Alex, what do you think that would be the next thing that you would do after you change the spark plugs? What do you see the next important step in to making sure that car keeps running.
So to keep the car running, of course, you're gonna look at tires. So you can have all season tires, or you can do like summer tires and then winter tires. That's what I think,
Right.
I would recommend for most people, unless you're just, you're just on a budget and then you just do all seasons throughout. So keeping aware of like tire wear is something that is definitely really important. I don't know if I would do too much to the car. I mean, you can always have fun with it and do speakers or just like trim in the inside of it, and because those things are normally small and they don't cost all that much money. But if you were to go from there, then you're looking at engine parts where you could do like intake or just
On the Volvo?
on the Volvo.
Oh yeah, so you gotta be careful with that
You
because
gotta
like he's saying, like cars. That's a good point. We can talk about that for a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
That certain cars definitely are not meant to be modified. So like a car like any of these cars you see behind me, like they're made with the intention of handling that extra power. If Alex takes his car, right, and we go slap a turbocharger on that thing that's twice the size of
That's true.
whatever's in there now, like turn up 30 pounds of boost, straight intake, right, into the engine, whatever,
Yeah.
and don't even tune it correctly, raise the fuel a lot, it's gonna blow up, and it's just gonna be absolutely destroyed. You're just gonna ruin the car immediately. However, you do that with the right car, a car that's built for it. That's the whole point, is that it's meant to handle that power and increase your
Yeah,
experience.
increasing experience.
Right.
It's just one of those things where if you don't have a built engine, or you don't take the precautions necessary, or you don't limit some of the factors that go into a car, like how much gas you're gonna need, how much air is gonna be in your car, how much room there is to actually make it combust. Those are all limiting factors. So the reason that you have all these rally cars that go crazy fast is because they're built that way. I can't do that with a Volvo because it will blow up or try and kill me, or any
both.
of the
both at the same
both
time.
at the same time.
Right. So, in conclusion on all that stuff, like Alex was saying, some the main takeaways from that, looking out for if your car is going slower, it's bogging along, doesn't feel the same as it did, even a week ago. Possibly a spark plug's gone bad. One of your cylinders isn't firing correctly, so you're only getting 75% of the power that you normally be getting, just not running right. Same thing with other maintenance. You want to look out for making sure you're hitting your correct oil change times, routine, whenever it says to do your oil changes, do them to make sure your engine stays healthy. Tires, like he was saying, making sure you got the right tire set up, basic things like that. Also, not doing anything to a car that is not made for it. That's a very good one. Avoid, trying to slap too much power onto a car that's not built for it. So, yeah. Anything else to say about that, Just...
I think that going along with that, we're going to go into general maintenance of how to take care of a car, kind of going into changing wheels, looking at fluids, and just basic stuff that everybody should know. I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, definitely. So, actually, like you said, work our way maybe almost exterior, into the engine, or that. Start with the most simple things, like you said, how to take your wheels off if you ever needed to change your tire, simple things like that are important to be able to do on the side of the road or whatnot, where you don't necessarily want to be able to have to, rely on someone else to do. So yeah, like you said, we'll get into that in future videos and kind of maybe do some step-by-step stuff about the simplest way to do all that.
And I think that we'll just take it from there.
That'll do it. All right, we'll see you.